Welcome to your hyperlocal Oak Island Beach forecast and safety explainer, covering July 24th through the 26th. I'm your meteorologist, and whether you're a longtime local or just heading down to the Carolina coast for a much-needed getaway, understanding the unique weather and ocean conditions of our south-facing shoreline is absolutely crucial. Today, we're tracking a really fascinating meteorological setup that's going to dramatically shift the mood of the Atlantic over the next few days. Okay, let's dive into this. We're going to cover the weekend forecast, the science behind the local rain shield, our midweek surf outlook, and some essential beach safety rules. Starting off with Section 1, our weekend beach forecast and calm beginnings. So what exactly is in store for Oak Island this July 24th through the 26th? If you're packing up the car right now, dreaming of settling into that beach chair with a good book, well, you are in luck. The initial outlook is incredibly inviting. We're looking at a beautiful, tranquil start to your weekend. Taking a look at the data from the Ocean Crest Pier, we've got a highly favorable setup for beachgoers. We're talking light offshore winds, specifically out of the south-southwest, at about 11 to 13 knots. And because we aren't seeing a strong, disruptive sea breeze kicking up, the surf zone is going to remain remarkably calm. We're looking at very gentle, 0.6 to 0.8 foot waves. This translates to pristine green flag conditions. It's that glassy, calm water that is absolutely perfect for swimming, wading, and just relaxing.
Moving right along to Section 2, breaking the rain shield and Saturday's plot twist.
Now, what's really interesting here is this concept of the sea breeze rain shield. If you spend time at Oak Island, you might have noticed this wild phenomenon where dark thunderstorms just batter inland areas like Wilmington, yet the beach stays perfectly sunny. It's basically a dynamic lid effect. It's an invisible battle between large-scale weather systems and our local coastal dynamics, created by cool, dense marine air that acts as a blocker for incoming storms right at the shoreline.
Let's break down exactly how this natural weather shield operates. Step 1. A thermal gradient forms. Basically, on hot summer days, the land heats up way faster than the ocean, which creates a pressure difference. Step 2. To balance this out, cool, dense marine air moves on shore. Think of it like a miniature cold front pushing inland. And Step 3, as warm, unstable thunderstorms roll toward the coast, they smack into this wedge of cool, sinking air. Since storms need warm, rising air to survive, this marine boundary layer literally starves them of their convective instability. The rain cells just fizzle out right at the island's edge. Normally, this typical summer setup gives us clear skies while the heavy rain stalls 5 to 10 miles inland. But here is Saturday's meteorological plot twist. The incoming storm system on July 25th is just packing way too much punch. The precipitation line driving southeast is exceptionally strong and is forecasted to completely overpower our local marine boundary layer. The rain shield is going to break. So if you're on the island this Saturday, do not count on that usual coastal magic to keep you dry. You need to expect rain and definitely have your indoor backup plans ready. All right, on to Section 3, our midweek surf outlook and the approaching swell. Let's look ahead and see how this builds past the weekend. The atmospheric pattern is going to undergo a pretty significant shift, and the ocean is going to respond in kind. While the weekend gives us that calm 0.6-foot surf, by Monday you'll notice the seas beginning to build to 2.5 feet or more. As we push into Tuesday and Wednesday, the swell peaks dramatically. We're forecasting 3 to 4 foot seas driven by sustained southwest winds blowing over 20 knots. The contrast here is huge, and it's vital for incoming vacationers to understand this. We're transitioning from weekend conditions of calm waters and green flags straight into highly active midweek conditions with those building 3 to 4 foot seas. As the wave energy increases and the longshore currents strengthen, you can absolutely expect the beach warning flags to be upgraded to yellow and eventually red flags, which indicates dangerous marine conditions where swimming is severely discouraged. Finally, Section 4. Oak Island Beach Safety and the Rules of the Sand.
The number 12. I want you to burn this number into your memory.
That number is crucial because of a strict Newtown ordinance regarding recreational sand holes. Now, I know it might seem like harmless fun to dig a massive hole on the beach, but the reality is it's incredibly dangerous. Sand is heavy. It weighs over 100 pounds per cubic foot. A collapsed hole can instantly trap and crush kids, pets, or wildlife. Because of this, the new rules state that holes can have a maximum depth of 12 inches. Furthermore, you have to use children's toy shovels only. Absolutely no full-size metal spades. Every hole has to be attended and completely filled in by 6 p.m. If you violate this, the beach safety unit will issue a strict $50 fine. It's really just all about keeping everyone safe.
Another big rule of the sand involves our local structures. You must keep clear of the piers. Specifically, you're required to stay 250 feet away for swimming and 350 feet away for surfing. The areas underneath and right next to the Ocean Crest and Oak Island piers are just full of hidden hazards. We're talking sharp barnacles on the pilings, discarded fishing lines with hooks, and highly unpredictable treacherous currents swirling around those wooden structures. A great rule of thumb is to take about 100 big steps away from the pier before you even think about getting in the water.
Now, one of the most critical safety skills you can develop is identifying rip currents before you ever step foot in the ocean. Rip currents are powerful, channeled currents of water flowing away from shore. You can spot them by looking for a few key visual cues. First, look for gaps in the line of breaking waves. If you see a calm patch where waves aren't breaking, that's often a rip channel. Second, look for a plume of discolored water, sand, or sea foam heading offshore, away from the beach. That's a current literally pulling material out to sea. And third, look for channelized breaks in the sandbar. Knowing what to look for is your absolute first line of defense.
If you do find yourself caught in a rip current, how you react is quite literally a matter of life and death. I want to be firm but reassuring here, because panic is your greatest enemy. Step 1. Stay calm. A rip current pulls you out away from shore. It does not pull you under the water. Step 2. Do not exhaust yourself by trying to swim directly against the current back to the beach. You just won't win that fight. Step 3. Swim parallel to the shoreline to escape that narrow channel of outward flowing water. And finally, Step 4. Once you're free from the pull, angle your way back to shore safely. If you can't escape, float on your back and wave for help.
The Atlantic Ocean is breathtaking, but it absolutely demands our respect. As the ocean shifts from a calm, inviting weekend into a commanding, powerful midweek swell, are you prepared to respect its rules? Stay informed, stay safe, and enjoy your time at Oak Island.